NFL free agency is pretty much like MLB's trade deadline. It is the most exciting transaction period for nutcases, at least for football. So, with the Chicago Bears, of course, with the release of Tremaine Edmonds, the Bears needed more depth at linebacker, which we needed last year also because everyone got injured. To, repair the hole left by the release of Tremaine Edmonds, we re-signed DeMarco Jackson, which I really like, and it's an insanely cheap deal for a guy who is likely a green dot. I really like DeMarco Jackson. He really ascended this year. Like, I like him. He's the kind of player that Dennis Allen dreams of. So there's a good chance he's a starter on a $7.5 million deal. So take that for what it is. I like DeMarco Jackson a lot. He's not the flashiest name in the NFL, but he will get you quality snaps. And for that price tag, for him possibly being the leader of that defense, I'm interested to see. And while we are still on the topic of linebackers, we should mention the big name the Bears signed at linebacker, Devin Bush. Probably not the largest name in all of NFL defenses, but he's pretty solid, especially the last couple of years with the Browns. In the past, he also spent time with Pittsburgh and with Seattle. Those weren't as great, but he had injuries in Pittsburgh. That part of his career was towards the beginning. The years around it weren't that great. Kind of revived his career a little bit after 1 year in Seattle, I think. Went to Cleveland, did a lot better. There is, of course, the argument of he's not going to be the same player because, he doesn't have the rest of that Browns defense that can apply so much pressure that allowed him to be the player he became in Cleveland. Which, yeah, no, that's true. But he is, like, physically a Dennis Allen guy. So this isn't like Dennis Allen trying to use like Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, all these guys that were brought in before by Eberflus for Eberflus's scheme. This is a Dennis Allen defense that's being built here. I'm going to trust him. I don't think he's always right. Dio, Grady Jarrett were crazy contracts for the players they were. Especially old Grady Jarrett. Actually, Dio might be crazier because it was betting on the future of a young guy and not getting the results you wanted. But, there is a chance that he can become that player. So, there's that. How did I forget to mention the very first signing we had of free agency? So, Ryan Poles conjured up a Harry Potter character to play defensive tackle. We're moving away from Andrew Billings, I assume, who had probably the worst season of his career. We need a new nose. So we got Neville Gallimore. Have I ever heard of this guy? No. But 2 years, $12 million for a tackle. I don't hate it. He had a lot better of a season last year than he had previous years, so maybe in Dennis Allen's system, he'll work out a lot better. This one was the most shocking thing, like in a what is Poles cooking moment. But yeah, Neville Gallimore, a signing that I honestly forgot about. Daniel Hardy, defensive end, 2 years, $5 million. This is a special team player, honestly. A great, amazing special teams player. But that's what he's here for. He did take some snaps at fullback, some at linebacker, some at the end. He'll do whatever he's asked to do, and that's great. It's nice to have guys that are versatile like that. I just thought I'd mention him here. I do like him. He's really, really good on special teams. And I want to see him used more in other positions. Like, we'll see. Glad to have him back, though. At the time of recording this, there's only been 3 offensive signings. And one of them came like right before I started recording this, so there's that. I just want to mention, I was big on getting Tyler Linderbaum, and then I thought about it, I was like, that will probably ruin us cap-wise, so now I was like, Connor McGovern, and then I saw the deal he got, and I was like, yeah. It is a great thing we traded for Garrett Bradbury. Like, I think the issues he did have last year will be, patched up by the fact that to his left is Joe Tooney and to his right is Jonah Jackson. I think that'll help him a lot. But yeah, Poles was kind of cooking when he didn't sign a center this year. Also, Luke Newman has been working out as a center, so there's a chance next year Luke Newman will be our center instead of Garrett Bradbury. There's a chance halfway through this year Luke Newman steps up. He makes that leap. We'll see. That'd be really cool, I think. That's, yeah. So Poles knew what was up. And Poles also knew what was up when he didn't trade 2 firsts away from Max Crosby and instead keeping those picks to address the issues the team still has, especially in our secondary, which all became free agents at the same time. And in 2 years, we're going to need those picks because we have a lot of people coming off contract in 2028. So it would be nice to be able to get younger as a team with those draft picks. But yeah, offensive line. We needed a guy at left tackle, and we got a guy, Braxton Jones. It felt like he was playing worse last season than the season prior. I don't know what the issue was. Maybe he just had an issue. Well, I guess he did get injured in 2024. So it is a 1-year deal. I think the thing here is they're like, well, Braxton Jones is solid enough as a left tackle. We'll offer him I think $5 million contract that can go up to $10 million with incentives. So he did get hurt at the end of 2024. I completely forgot about that. So he probably didn't have enough time to heal because it was like a serious injury he got in 2024. So he probably wasn't super healthy most of last season. He got benched week 4. So I think he might be better. This is the one that I'm just like, oh. And, like, I was a Braxton Jones defender before last season because, like, our tackles weren't the problem. Most of Caleb's sacks came from the interior guys just not being the guy. But, yeah, Braxton Jones, I think, hopefully, I think one of the goals for the offseason for Ben and Caleb is getting, of course, the completion percentage up. And part of that is getting quick, easy throws in. So we might see, things be more on time, on rhythm, which I think will help Braxton Jones look better if we can get that going, especially early in the season. Next up, let's talk about Case Keenum. A third-string quarterback just signed a $5.5 million deal, $8 million with incentives for 2 years. That's weird that you would sign your third-string quarterback for that long unless it's Tommy DeVito in New York, or I guess New Jersey, and then they got rid of him, and now he's in New England, and they just extended him too. So what I think there's a chance Bagent is traded. Arizona needs a quarterback. There's not really... It's a one-quarterback draft. I do think there is more diamonds in the rough. They're just not going round 1. Ty Simpson might go round 1. I don't know if he's the second-best quarterback here. Talent-wise, parts-wise, I don't think he is, definitely. I think he's one of the more pro-ready guys. Like, I doubt he would go round one, especially if the team I'm thinking of is the one that drafts him. Taylor Green, I think he is one of the most insane athletes we've ever seen play the quarterback position. And I think he would be a great pickup for the Rams. I doubt they'd never use first-round picks. So I think unless like Jeremiah Love somehow falls to them, they're probably trading back. But I wouldn't be surprised if they took an early shot at Taylor Green. He's projected day 3. If they have a 3rd-round pick, they might just grab him because, like, he's got a lot of upside. And if he's going to be sitting behind Matt Stafford for 1 to 2 more years, that could be a little scary. But yeah, just think of all the QB needy teams like Arizona. The Jets need I don't think the Jets really need a guy. I think there's so many issues with the Jets. You can't just pin it on the quarterback. It's that level of just wrong over there. But yeah, the Jets need some better quarterback play. So Arizona, the Jets, maybe a team picks him, trades for him to be their backup, which I don't know, that seems odd. Colts could use a patchwork guy until Daniel Jones gets back. Maybe the Steelers, even though I think if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, even if he does, they should give Will Howard a shot potentially. I think he has tools. He won a natty, and it isn't like Ohio State had a lot of weapons. Don't get me wrong. Like they were just a great team, but like, Will Howard did quarterback that team, so there is that. He should get a chance, I think. Sorry. Back to this signing happened like right before I started recording. The Bears did sign a wide receiver, which kind of needed to after trading DJ Moore and Olamide Zaccheaus leaving in free agency, and I think we got a guy that fills a role that we needed them to, with Khalif Raymond, former Detroit Lion, now Chicago Bear. Khalif Raymond introduces some speed that we needed. Rome Odunze, like, he's not slow, but he's not that, super quick guy you kind of need. I guess we got Devin Duvernay. Luther Burden's pretty quick. So Khalif Raymond, I think, will be a special teamer with Duvernay in the back. They'll probably split returns, I'd assume, with either Jade or Duvernay taking a step up and becoming wide receiver 3, and Raymond becoming a gadget guy for the most part on offense. I don't hate the signing at all. I kind of like it a lot. We needed like a quick guy to, we had Luther Burden doing some of that, and he's good at it. But Khalif Raymond might be faster than Luther Burden. I need to double check that. He might be though. That is a very recent signing that I'm happy about. A little bit of an oopsie. Kind of forgot that Devin Duvernay was a free agent this year. Khalif Raymond is our returner, most likely signed for special teams, and of course the occasional gadget play on offense. So we're looking at Rome Odunze, wide receiver 1, Luther Burden 2. I would assume Jade 3, and then somewhere down the list for gadget plays, you got Raymond. Did you seriously think I was going to go this entire video without talking about the biggest signing we made in the first day of free agency? Genuinely never saw this one coming. I thought we were just going to re-sign Byard immediately, and I thought there was a chance Brisker earned a contract. But we signed a safety, and I say safety, not clarifying if he's a free safety or Coby Bryant from the Seattle Seahawks on a 3-year, $40 million deal. If I'm being honest, that's probably a steal. Coby Bryant is a fucking baller, dude. Chicago is a Kobe city, you know. When one Kobe leaves, another takes its place. Coby White went back home to North Carolina, and in steps Coby Bryant. This is a great deal for the Bears. Like, he could start anywhere as a safety. He's not fast enough to be a corner, but he can fit anywhere in the secondary for the most part. If you need strong safety, he'll play that. If you need free safety, he can play that. So this is a great signing by Ryan Poles. Dennis Allen probably hand-selected Coby Bryant because it just seems like a guy he'd want. And this is what I'm talking about. You can't just say, well, Ryan Poles only got good at drafting and free agency after Ben Johnson got there, which just isn't true. See, they're doing this thing that every NFL team does, where coaches and general managers communicate what they're looking for so that the GM has an easier time doing their job of searching for talent that fits those needs. And this is a perfect example of that. Coby Bryant, an excellent player that fits what Dennis Allen likes to do. He hit the market, and Ryan Poles was like, oh, this is what you want? I can get you it. And he got him on a good deal. Let Poles cook. He has a competent coaching staff now. Let him cook. Coby Bryant is like $10 million more than Devin Bush. Devin Bush, not an overpay. I think that's fair for Devin Bush. Coby Bryant, underpaid. Remember that Jalen Johnson extension? He is probably going to want to renegotiate that. He's probably not coming back after his contract's over because how small his contract is compared to corners he's better than. Poles is cooking. All right. Let him cook. I trust Ryan Poles. This Coby Bryant deal alone is enough for me to just say, yep, do it, Ryan. Do it. I trust you. I love Coby Bryant as a player. Yeah, this is definitely the most exciting thing in free agency. Sorry I had put at the end of the video. I just, this is the most exciting one to me. And if it isn't to you, go watch some Coby Bryant. Quite frankly. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Constantly checking my phone while recording this to make sure I didn't miss a free agency signing, which I definitely might have in here, just not realizing it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And, yeah, we don't like Roger Goodell for not giving us our 2 third-round picks as compensation. Yeah, see ya.